Texas Tech may have been the Portal Kings in 2025, but it's a new year, and their in-state foe from Austin, they're the new Portal Kings. And I've got 6 reasons why I'll show you next here on the College Huddle. Welcome to the College Huddle, 87 independent podcast from coast to coast. You have found home base here as you're sliding in to the mothership here on YouTube for the College Huddle. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind, both of which are absolutely free. And the third thing you can do, just takes a little bit of time, put a comment down in the comment section below. We love to know what you think about what we think. So, Coach Sark and the Longhorns are the new Portal Kings. I don't think there's any arguing who that's going to be this year. They have made a massive investment, and they've been very strategic in how they're spending their money there in Austin. I've got 6 guys who they have snagged from the portal who are going to be day one, plug and play, get us back to the college football playoffs. Let's make a push for a national championship type of players. Number 1, let's get right into it this morning. How about Cam Coleman from Auburn? The third-year star has started for 2 years for the Tigers as a freshman in 2024, 37 receptions, 588 yards, 8 touchdowns. Last year as a sophomore, 56 receptions, 708 yards, 5 touchdowns. If you're keeping count at home, that's over 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns in less than 100 receptions in 2 seasons there for Auburn. I definitely think the 6'3", 201-pound junior from Alabama is going to definitely make some noise next year for the Longhorns in the SEC. He gives Manning an instant target, number 1 must double team wide receiver type target that some would argue he was missing this year. So he immediately makes Arch better. He immediately makes this offense more explosive. But he's not the only offensive target that Sark went out and the Longhorns went out and snagged from the transfer portal. Oh, a couple states over there from Arizona State. That's right. We're looking at Raleek, I believe is how he pronounces his first name. Raleek Brown. He is going to be a senior this year for the Longhorns. Last year as a junior, he had his breakout year after a quiet career from 2022 to 2024 as a redshirt junior in 2025. 186 carries, 1,141 yards. That's good for 6.1 yards per carry. Only 4 rushing touchdowns, but he did add 34 receptions for 239 yards and 2 scores there as well. Definitely wants to see that touchdown number increase as he goes to Texas. He'll get plenty of opportunity to do so for the Longhorns, but this is a 1,000-yard plus guy in the portal who Texas was able to snag. But he might not even be the running back that most people are excited for. That would be Mr. Hollywood Smothers, also from the ACC, an NC State Wolfpack running back who's got 2 years of eligibility remaining on his watch. He is going to be a redshirt junior this year. As a redshirt freshman in 2024, he had 89 carries for 571 yards and 6 scores. He added 263 yards receiving and 2 scores. Last year, in his third year of play, 939 yards rushing on 160 attempts, good for 5.9 yards per carry, 6 scores. He also added 37 receptions and a score as well, 189 yards receiving. Between Brown and Smothers, I think that Texas is going to have one of the best 1-2 punches in the backfield in college football. I don't think there's any argument to that. Sure, there might be some other schools who can claim that they also have a really good pair of running backs. But given the fact that you have Arch Manning, who has well known has good fleet of feet, if you will, this is going to be an incredibly good running attack. And if Texas is smart, they're going to run a lot of RPO with these guys. You're going to put a lot of stress on a defense to stop not only these two backs, not only Manning, who can tuck it and run, but given the fact that you also now have Cam Coleman at wide receiver to go along with these two guys, this is a major influx of nitrous for this offense for Coach Sark. One of the things I think Coach Sark was missing in his offense was some explosive playmakers who could really stretch the defense and stress them from side to side. Use a lot of that playmaking, napkin play drawing type of stuff that he was known for as an OC. These guys, I think, are going to give him some of that jovial youthfulness, playmaking, calling ability that we knew Coach Sark was all about about the past couple of years. And so this is going to be a huge upgrade, I believe, for Texas on the offensive side of the football. Now, they didn't just go out and grab offensive guys. They also went out and grabbed some pretty big names on the defensive side as well. None bigger than the Pitt linebacker himself. Talking about Rasheem Biles, 6'1", 220-pound kid from Columbus, Ohio, who's played the last 3 years there in Pitt. He will have 2 years of eligibility remaining for Texas. He will be a redshirt junior this year. 81 tackles in 2024, followed by 100 tackles in 2025. He's had 10.5 sacks in 2 seasons, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 3 interceptions, 3 defensive touchdowns. This is one of, if not the best defensive player in the transfer portal. Texas goes out, grabs him. He's going to be, again, insert him, put him in your defense, make your defense better, day number 1 type of guy. But they didn't just stop there. They went out to New Jersey and they got themselves one of the best defensive backs in the nation in Bo Moscow. 5'11", 185-pound kid from Kissimmee, Florida. Again, has 2 years left of eligibility. Will be a redshirt junior this season. Was a starter as a redshirt freshman and a redshirt sophomore for the Scarlet Knights there in Rutgers, where he accumulated almost 100 tackles in the 2 seasons and a pair of interceptions as well as a pair of forced fumbles. So, again, getting some guys right away, plug and play, put them in your defense, replace some talent, get some new talent, experienced talent. That's key here as well. But they didn't just go out and get the second and third level. They went and got the first level too. And neighboring Arkansas defensive lineman Ian Geffrard, maybe. 6'5", 389-pound from Mableton, Georgia. Stats weren't too great, but he did have 25 total tackles from a defensive tackle position last year for the Hogs. Big boy, man. 389-pound fella. Just eating up space there on the defensive line when it comes to stopping the run. So, hats off to Texas and Coach Sark going out and getting 6 of the biggest names in the transfer portal. Listen, if you're going to be a player in college football, if you're going to win in college football, the new era in college football says you must be productive in the transfer portal. It is the haves and the have-nots. Are you willing to spend? Can you spend? And can you attract those people who are going to be requesting top dollar for their services? Texas says, yes, we can. Yes, we will. A year ago, like I said, Texas Tech was all about that buzz in the transfer portal, and they're still making buzz in the transfer portal. But Texas seems like, hey, we're going to be a player too. And they're not just going out and getting a ton of names and saying, hey, if we throw 3 people at this problem, maybe 1 or 2 of them can stick. They're going out and getting proven guys who, yes, they're requesting very high dollar in their transfer portal NIL amount, but they are proven guys, plug and play, get us back to the CFP, help us to win the SEC. Texas will be knocking on the door once again in 2026 for an SEC championship and getting back to the college football playoff and surrounding Arch Manning with as much talent as Coach Sark and this coaching staff possibly can to make sure he has a successful final season there in Austin, Texas. Let me know what you think about what I think down in the comment section below. Do you believe Texas is the new transfer portal kings? Do you think it's still Texas Tech? Is it somebody else? Maybe LSU? Would love to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Have a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll be back with more college football content right here on the College Huddle. Make sure you're locked in.